timetable for withdrawal, and no, I don't. I believe that if we put a timetable on withdrawing our troops, that would just give our enemy the chance to step back, and then when we pulled out, they would just take over the country. And I know I see some head shaking different ways, but I believe in our district, again, we cover a 25-county area, and that's what I believe. So,
Earl, compliments once again for a good question. I definitely think that the, well, that was Al. I'm sorry. You guys know so much alike. I think that the War Powers Act, Al, should be renegotiated. It definitely needs to change. We've certainly learned the hard way. I think that the executive branch cannot really be trusted. Obviously, we were lied to about the Iraqi war. There's no reason in the world that we should have entered that country and invaded that country and occupying that country. And somehow, some control needs to be placed on the president. Normally, I would hope that the President of the United States would have better judgment than this last one did. But we have to think in the future that one president who was elected by cheating could take our country and dismantle and unravel the stability of the entire world. Some check needs to be placed on that power, and I strongly feel that it has to be Congress. I wish I would have been there at that time. I wish more people like Barack Obama would have been there to stand up and say that this is wrong. So many people are worried about being soft on defense, but my God, look what's happened to this country in the last 8 years. It's terrible. So we have to change the War Powers Act.
We need to end the war in Iraq. We need to do that in a way that ensures stability in that region, and we need to put pressure on our allies to come in on it from that standpoint so that that occurs. They are benefiting from our troops being there and helping with that stability, and we have got to move forward. I'm going to say this, Ken, I agree with you. I mean, we should not have been there to begin with. That was my position. Initially, we were sold a bill of goods on this, and I think everybody knows that at this point. We are in a position now where we have got to refocus our efforts. I think we've got significant issues that we should deal with in Afghanistan. That is a different issue. That is a different matter. And I think where we are today, it's time for us to get serious. It's time for us to let the world know we're serious, and the Iraqi government needs to start taking responsibility.
Okay, one more thing on Aquila. It's not leadership when, under the PSC's direction, when Steve Gaw was chairman, that they authorized the digging for Aquila and then to go, oops, we made a mistake. That's not leadership. Let me just make that perfectly clear. I am proud of my vote on Utilacare. I've worked bipartisanly to make sure that we got something done. Okay, now the war. I just recently went up to Northeast Missouri, a part of this district that is very interested in this question, because all over our district, our people are sending their children to war. So I was at a coffee, and we were just talking about all of the issues, and we talked about the war, and we talked about the need to end the war. And this woman came up to me afterwards as I was going out, and she grabbed me, and she held me by the shoulder, and she made me look in her eyes. And she said to me, Judy Baker, I have a child, I have a son who's already been in Iraq, and I have another one who is going. And the first one is having to go back. Tell me, look me in the eye and tell me, you will bring our troops home. You will bring my son home. I said, yes, ma'am. We are bankrupting our country. We are bankrupting our standing in the world by staying there. We must have a comprehensive, responsible plan to withdraw ourselves from that conflict and not get in something like that ever again. I agree with my colleague that we must do something actually different in Afghanistan. All of our generals spoke with Ike Skelton just recently about this, chairman of the Armed Services Committee. They say that we have very stressed out troops, and that they're stressed to the max. The generals are saying that, our legislators are saying that, so we must rotate them home as they are starting to do. And bring them